I didn't shout, I didn't threaten. I spoke the way people do when they expect to be ignored. I watched the room fill with certainty, men mistaking volume for sight, ambition pacing like a virtue, conscience waiting for the right time. I knew how this would look later, how memory edits the scene. The ones who warned will sound inconvenient, the ones who rushed will sound clean. I learned the cost of being careful, of saying think when others say go. Wisdom doesn't interrupt momentum, it asks questions. Ambition needs to slow. They called it pessimism, softness, fear said urgency couldn't wait. I called it counting the people who would pay for the haste. You don't have to silence wisdom, you just have to ignore it. Wisdom was speaking, you didn't listen, not because it wasn't clear, but because it wasn't convenient. Ambition loves applause and praise, conscience asked you to stay. You chose the sound that felt like progress and called the warning delay. I spoke from kitchens and sickrooms, from letters folded between days, from the long view ambition avoids, cause it doesn't end in praise. I asked how power would feel later once the cheering had moved on. Who would carry the aftermath quietly? Who would learn what you'd done? You pretend not to. They rewarded certainty handsomely, mistook result for being right. The faster the decision traveled, the less room it left for doubt. I wasn't trying to stop the moment, I was trying to widen it. History breaks where no one pauses long enough to live it. I watched wisdom get labeled obstruction, felt patience turned into shame. When ambition runs the meeting, conscience never wins by name. It's thanked later softly when damage needs a cause, but never credited in the moment when it asked for a pause. If listening feels like losing power, you're already afraid of it. Wisdom was speaking, you didn't listen. You heard it well enough to dismiss. You chose momentum over memory, certainty over risk, ambition, promise, leg, a scare. Only one of them survives the years without needing repair. I didn't need to be obeyed, only considered without indulgence. A seat at the table of consequence, not applause for my restraint. Because ignoring wisdom doesn't erase it, it just reschedules the cost. The bill always arrives eventually, addressed to whoever's left. You don't lose a republic all at once, you lose it decision by decision. Each one made faster than reflection, each one convinced it's the exception. Wisdom doesn't demand control, it asks for presence. Ambition hates witnesses. I stayed when being right was lonely, when foresight had no reward, not to be proven correct by damage, but because silence felt worse. Someone had to speak for the aftermath, for the lives ambition won't track, and someone had to love the future enough to let it push it back. Because ambition hates voices that ask who pays and why. If you want power without conscience, history will let you borrow it fast, but it will always side with the ones who warned you when you chose to power. human at speed. Wisdom never stopped speaking. The only question was whether you were willing to hear something that didn't flatter you.